Hello everyone, welcome back to Fableheim and Knock on the Coffin lid. We are back in the massive pre-release patch with the third and final character to check in with this little mini-series and see how he is faring. And I saved the best for last. It is best boy Bjorn, whose fate has been decided. And I've actually already attempted to record this episode. And during that recording, I came across something curious, and I'm going to do some science to determine something. And some of that science has to do with this. Now, of course, this is an older save file, it's not a new one, and I know they changed the story mode around a lot. But I hope this doesn't mean I can't see the other ending. Because there's a good ending and a bad ending. Well, it's a matter of perspective. And Bjorn is locked into the good ending, it looks like. But I'm going to repeat some things and hope that I can push that good ending away. But we'll see. It might be that I have to make a new save file. That will be later. Now, I did my attempted run as Turnskin Bjorn, and it didn't go particularly well. I mean, I made it to the end, but it was a long, arduous process. So I thought I would play as my favorite variant of Bjorn, and that is the Madman Bjorn. Now, Madman Bjorn is kind of like a more aggressive version of Turnskin Bjorn, so it'll be the same mechanics, whereas Stray and Lunar Druid change things up a wee bit. But the Madman, at the end of the turn, if your HP is less than 50%, take one extra turn. Seems pretty good to me. Now we're playing, of course, on hardcore, where the challenging fights are challenging, but the campaign is not tedious, in my humble opinion. Wakey wakey. And of course I will explain how Bjorn works. Oh. What? Her illusions confuse me. Is there any way to get rid of them? Give a hint. Firstly, there's a potion for dispelling illusions. You drink it and see only reality. It is a rare thing, and you won't find one along the way, but I know who can make it. An eccentric alchemist lives in the Rotten Bog. He seems to be good for nothing at first glance. However, a talented and experienced master is hiding under his mask of madness. Secondly, orc caravans easily find oases and bypass mirages in the desert. Try to find out how they do it. Oh, I think I know what's going on. Interesting. So like I said, I'm going to follow the same path I took in the video you didn't get to see. And I'll elaborate on this in a minute. So Bjorn
bipedal prey is easier to catch.
Is going to take a hit here. When played, restore HP and lose one strength. So Bjorn, unlike Percival and Vanadis, does not have energy. He uses HP to play his cards. But he also has these notches. And when he reaches 5 notches, either by playing an attack, punish playing a card, yeah, by either playing an attack or by taking damage from an enemy, he will transform into a werewolf, which gives him 5 strength and lets him play cards for notches instead of HP. And it costs half a notch. The cost of a card is doubled when you're playing it with HP. That's what I'm trying to say. Instinctive is another mechanic that he has. This has been modified a few times, but the instinctive mechanic is whenever you play an instinctive card, you get to choose some effects. Now, these have been nerfed over the years, but they're still pretty good. That was to gain spirits. Bjorn does not have agility, because that increases block rate, and he does not block, really. Spirit increases HP gain, such as from this. Not the draw part, but the play part, as you can see. Now, as we are fighting a boar, I'm not going to attack him.
That's an interesting reaction to your blows.
But there's the transformation. Now, because we are losing strength whenever we play the healing cards.
How many times you win, it feels like the first time, every time.
Does it? Because we are losing strength when we play healing cards, I wouldn't mind getting new ways to heal, or deal more damage. Upon taking damage from attacks, deals 10 damage if damage dealt is greater than the character's health. Steal 2 strength. What? Greater than the character's health. As in my health? I feel like the wording here is confusing. If damage dealt is greater than the character's health, steal... Alright, sure, just gonna take regen. It's fine. Healing is important. After all, Bjorn doesn't block. So, a long time ago, I did a stream with the developers. And there was discussion about the ending of the game. Because as mentioned, the story in Knock on the Coffin Lid is its most important feature. They've taken great care to have fun with it. And to flesh it out, to be told, well, so the discussion was with the final boss. With the ending of the video game. Shouldn't it be a process to get there? Something done over numerous runs and something that is pieced together over time, which makes a lot of sense. So what I think has happened is they've begun incorporating that idea. Ooh, yes, shapeshifting is so good. And so what that was at the start, where Mortis was talking about an illusion, what are you hiding, is if I had not, like if I were doing this for the first time. So the fact that I have an old save is kind of making things wonky, as it always does. But this is a dichotomous card. I believe we saw this in the personal playthrough. But we can either gain 5 scarring, or we can shapeshift. Usually I use this to shapeshift because being able to shapeshift on demand, magnifique. There are a few other ways to do it as well. I found the elven camp where I can relax and gain strength. They do not suspect that I can kill them, because none of them has ever met Lycans before. No one except their commander, Captain Marcus. He did realize who I was, but he did not say anything. He was supposed to drive me away or kill me. Instead, he decided to help me. So here's the karma thing up there. And there are 2 parts of the karma thing. It disappeared very quickly, but there's the bar, which I have no idea what that means, so that's new. Then there are the 3 pips down below, and I think what those signify is the zone's karma. Why did that naive moron put his entire squad in mortal danger? It's his own fault. And the way it worked in the past is if 2 of the 3 zones had a certain type of karma, whether good or dark, then your final karma would be that karma, and that would dictate the final boss you fight. I feel like things are getting a little different now. But, hey, that's fine. Probably. To really experience this, I need to start a new save file, huh?
He likes pain.
This is already my second save file since I started playing, though, so... I think I don't want to do that right now. I will in time, don't worry.
Rest in peace.
That's okay. All in due time. Did I just gain a strength? When in the Lycan form, gain 1 strength at the end of the turn. I see. So, one of the penalties, I didn't explain this earlier, but if you're in Lycan form at the end of the turn, you generate the Scourge of the Lycan. This is a curse that isn't that big of a deal right now. However, if I draw the Scourge of the Lycan...
His ordeal is over.
Wow, I didn't draw it. If I draw the Scourge of the Lycan, then it will become a Curse of the Lycan. And the Curse of the Lycan is a permanent curse. This is a fake one. So hopefully I don't draw it here, of course. And managing the curse and your damage is all a big part of playing as Bjorn. I need you to play Regeneration there. When it was all over, I noticed something strange. It's good. You should always pay attention to the oddities. Captain Marcus's body wasn't among the corpses. He wasn't in the camp at all. What does this mean? He left his soldiers to my mercy and took off? You never know what made him leave and where he went. Anyway, I agree. It is weird. Upon gaining gold, we don't do that. Reduce energy by 1 until the end of battle. Nope. Actually, hold on. How does this work? Bjorn doesn't have energy. I'm going to try that. Jingle hat, jingle hat. Makes you look a bit like a fairy elf. Gain 1 evasion, gain 2 bomb. I'm in. The elven set is actually quite good for Bjorn. It's actually a little bit of a double-edged sword. Good, because Bjorn doesn't really gain armor. So, the 2-piece is very helpful. There is a bit of a downside, whereas if Bjorn isn't taking attacks, he's not gaining notches, which can be difficult for transforming. But of course, transforming is... Ooh, a double-edged sword. Gain 1 bomb for every bleeding enemy on the battlefield. We also have the Spite Club. One thing I like about Bjorn is Bjorn can dual wield. He has the unique weapon sets, the claws, of course. And the question is, do I want the claws? Bjorn can also do bar builds, which is good fun. But as Madman, we kind of just want to, kill him. We'll take the Crimson Claws. Let's get to bleeding. Someone had pinned an elf to a tree trunk with arrows. Passing by, I decided that searching the body would not hurt. The situation was complicated by an elven patrol that was roaming about nearby. I had to keep my eyes peeled so they would notice me. And we're talking. What can you say about the arrows? Elven, I've been taken by a few arrows like that myself. So elves shoot elves. What makes you think that? Someone could have used these arrows on purpose to frame someone, or cover their trail. But you were shot by an elf, weren't you? I'm an outcast. That's a completely different matter. Bjorn is a Lycan, so the elves don't like him. I found some money on him, and he doesn't like the elves. And immediately after that I heard voices nearby, but we're going to keep on pilfering. The elven patrol spotted me. I could talk. Nah. So see, the karma has shifted. And you immediately started a fight with him. Of course. What should I have waited for? You're an elf, after all. You could have proven to the patrolman that you're not the real murderer. Yeah, no way. I'm not going to waste my time on such nonsense. A good idea, Bjorn. Kill them all. Kill them all. Now, unfortunately, I do have that curse in my deck right here. The way the curse works, besides being just an annoying card that you draw, if you are in the Lycan form, when drawn, you get Blight, which is bad. So there's that. Reduce energy by 1 until the end of battle. Damage less than 10 is blocked. Let's see how this works. Because I don't think it should. I'm also not going to attack. Because we would transform and then I'd be in a Lycan wolf and...
You angered him.
Well, I was trying to avoid that. So one thing I'm really feeling is there was a minor change in the pre-release patch for Bjorn. And that's something I'm feeling tremendously. And that is... First of all, I can do this to get some life back.
How many does that make?
Bjorn got -1 card draw. Just across the board, -1 draw. And that is making it very difficult to control the Lycan form at the start here. Incredibly difficult. But the reason why he got that -1 draw, well, his baseline character was very strong. He, I think, arguably was the strongest character in the game. And
A bloodbath.
so he kind of needed a little bit of a nerf. But on top of that, here comes the Madman's double turn. Or not. On top of that, Bjorn's always had a problem. A minor detail where his amulets were not very useful. And so what they've done is they've reduced his... his baseline strength by making him draw one less card. Wow. But his amulets now add +1 draw. Those amulets are now more useful. The problem...
You kept standing on your feet after suffering such wounds?
Is, of course, the start is a lot harder. Now, here's something we can use to make it easier. Max HP by 75. That'll help, too. Can you just play this repeatedly? It's not a burn card. We'll go with Cold Mine, because I'm just complaining about this. The Robber's Armor. This is the Bandit set. Return all cards. The Elven Sword. When dealing health damage, restore 20 health if the target has less than half health. We'll take the boots for now because I'm in pain. We're suffering. We are in pain. Orc boots. Lose your spirit if attack deals 120 damage, restore 10 health. No. Increase match HP by 10. When losing HP, gain 1 strength and 5 block. Anti-synergistic with the Elven set, but we're not there yet, so it's not worth worrying about. From a distance, the elves take me for one of their own, so I can approach them unhindered and attack them before they suspect anything is wrong. It's so nice to look them straight in their naive eyes and then take a swing at their friendly faces. Karma pushes further. Let there be a massacre! Hopefully this will be fine. See if this works. I kind of wasn't paying attention to it last time. Boom. Bleed. It's actually working. Okay. Cool. I'm gonna have to get rid of the curse. I wonder if I should submit that as a bug. Because technically... I don't really want to transform right now. Technically... I don't think Bjorn should have access to inner reserves. This is exactly why I didn't want to transform.
You didn't have to finish him off.
I have 13 strength right now. So, Cold Mine, negate the Lycan Form's debuffs for the next 2 turns. This is something I wanted to draw earlier. But basically what this does is, this make it so I can stay in the Lycan form without generating a Scourge of the Lycan. Now, I'm pretty sure if I draw a Scourge of the Lycan, I'll still get a curse. I have 2 of these in my deck now. Okay. That is unfortunate. And I can't leave my form, as you can see. If I could draw more, I could leave. But that's okay. Because I can just kill him. Bjorn's all about damage. Inefficiencies be damned. Restore 1 HP for each time damage is taken during your turn. I mean, it is a talent. Which means it couldn't really hurt, but I'm going to skip this one. Hey, look, the Elven Armor. Nice. Let's get that going. Although, again, I did mention, the fact that I'm gaining so much evasion can be counter-synergistic with Bjorn, who kind of wants to get hit. An Elven Idol allows you to make an offering to the primordial forest spirits to receive their gifts. We're going to get this unique card. The Will of the Forest. It's a pretty good card. Now, Bjorn cannot heal himself here. He can either train a card or he can meditate to burn a card. Because, of course, he has the curse mechanic to contend with, so... That's something worth considering. Could also... There are actually a lot of cards I want to upgrade here. But we will... I could get rid of the curse, but we'll upgrade instead. How does this upgrade? One important card to upgrade is this. Man, I want Improved Instinct so bad. How does this upgrade? Fully upgrade it, you gain a strength. Oh. It's hard to... These are burn cards, so upgrading them is like... I don't want to say wasted, but... Shall we start with Cold Mines? Inner reserves, damage less than 15. We'll just upgrade our instinct attack, it's fine. More damage is good. Speaking of, I got a lot of strength from this. I'm kind of into it. I'll put this back on and we'll see how it goes. My return did not go unnoticed by the Druid Council, so they sent an assassin after me. I must say, they have plenty of reasons. Not only am I forbidden to ever appear in the Elven lands, but I also cause a massacre in the frontier. Whoopsie doodle. Oh, hey, Cold Mines.
You've acquired a taste for buffs.
Cold Mine in a form I can't really use them.
Did he like it?
We're back with the Assassin. The Will of the Forest, by the way. Gain a random effect, Barb, Strength, or Balm for each card in hand.
They'd better not touch you.
And of course, we start with the Barbs. Spiky Bjorn. We have transformed. Whether I wanted to or not, we don't have a choice. We simply have. I can leave my form. Okay. I can still leave. I was gonna say I can leave if I play every card, but I forgot he was gonna do that to me. Skills cannot be played. Which means it's a great turn to draw my skills! But the assassin here is pretty chill. Oh, great. Just draw a Scourge and a Curse. Why not? We are in a peculiar situation. Uh-oh. The bear is dead, meaning he has started his next phase of existence, which unfortunately for me...
You're brimming over with power.
Yeah, but he's evading... And that's not good. Okay, I can shapeshift out. Let's start.
Why did you not die?
Why did I not die? Because I don't want to die. There are too many curses in my deck. Now, you can actually make good use of this. We're about to get a double turn. That's nice. Or maybe not anymore. Oh, crap. With a curse deck, or a curse build. I've only managed to do that once, though.
I'm sorry.
You're not sorry. I'm about to be sorry. How many Curse of the Lycans can I draw? I wonder. Blight is killing me. But we've won. So, there's that. Ooh, Ready for Battle's a good one. This is a way to control your shapeshift. Ferocious agility can be good. The thing about ferocious cards, they are quite peculiar. And they kind of... You kind of want to build your deck around them if you're going to do a ferocious deck. But basically, when you play, it doubles all attributes of ferocious cards, including the cost, until the end of turn. Each subsequent play triples, quadruples, so on and so forth. All aspects of the card. I think I'm just going to take Ready for Battle, though. The Armor of Resurrection. What a complicated thing. This is actually unique for Madman Bjorn. But, I have to take an amulet. Have to mate sound excessive, but trust me, it is necessary. And I guess I'm going to take this one. Increase max health by 50 upon taking health damage. Steal 2 strength from the attacker. We get some corruption. We might as well go into this. Why not? Draw a card at the start of every turn. In the Lycan form, draw Wounded Game. And not in the Lycan form, draw Purification by Blood. That is a unique card as well. I'll take it. The Rotten Bog, so mysterious and so terrible, met me with its usual swamp stench, which I smelt from a league away. Stinky dead cultists stuffed with rotten fish did not frighten me at all. I can scare whomever I want. They're the ones that should be afraid of me. Meet your worst nightmare, you swamp mold. Now, I said I was going to follow the same path, but I almost don't want to because... That's Anthony. That is Anthony. How many... This is new. How many curses do I have? 4. That's not encouraging at all. I could hit double merchant. The only reason I wanted to go the same path is I can guarantee Dark Karma. But let's hit the merchants. I mean, science. I'm trying to think. Nah, I'll do it. I'll stay. So, the Rotten Bog. The Rotten Bog is a peculiar existence. Everything here
Did you decide to have a rest?
is partially undead. So whenever they fall to the ground, they will get back up again. I'm not particularly... I should have gotten Ward. However, with Bjorny Boy, especially Madman Bjorn, whose attacks start with Instinct... Hey, look. You can do something really cheeky. And hopefully I can demonstrate it. I'll explain it if I can't demonstrate it, at least. I'm sure this Purification of Blood is. Oh my. That's pretty cool. So, what this cool little thing is, get on the floor. With Instinctive, you can... Nice. You can hit an Instinctive event that gives bleeding. And then you can inflict bleeding through their block, and... Voila!
He drowned in his own blood.
They die while dead. That makes sense, right? Reduce max health to 10 and gain 5 in substantiality. No, I'm good. Inflict blight for each bleeding on the target. This is probably really good against bosses. The thing is, though, if I lean into this vampire thing, I don't want to remove bleeding. Animal speed could be good. They increased this cost. Huh. I guess they thought it was too good. What this means by beast is that you will draw this the moment you transform. And you gain copies of it in the discard pile. Meaning you can fill your deck entirely with animal speed. And for that purpose, I'm not going to take it. Knife trick. Fusion instinct knife. Who remembers? Who was there? So this is an event. I don't know how I would have navigated this swampy wilderness without my wolf senses, but there are almost no visual landmarks there. But there is a whole sea of smells. I do not envy travelers without superpowers who venture there. Even I sometimes found it difficult to find the right path. This is an event that is basically trial and error. And I've trialed and errored it a little bit. Followed the smell of flowers. I came to a lake with blooming water lilies. Followed the smell of a human. I came to the ruins of human buildings. They had been abandoned for many years, but someone had been there recently. Followed the smell of a human. Ooh. Ah, the good old troll set. Playing 3 attacks in a row reduces the cost of cards in my hand till the end of turn. Not overly helpful for me. Honestly, none of this is particularly helpful for me. But I'll take the Crimson Steps and hope. I followed the tracks of a human and found a stash. Not bad. So this is as far as I've ever gotten. Now we're going to follow the smell of rot. Damn. To get out of the fetid maze quickly and without loss, I'll have to memorize this route by heart. I guess it's manure next. Ugh, slow down. Gross. So it looks like I went this way. But I'm going to go this way. I changed my mind. In a remote village, lost in the middle of the swamps, the local elder offered me Ica of might to drink. He said that the miraculous Ica would turn me into one of them. But I wasn't sure I wanted that. Agree. I tasted the wonderful drink. It had notes of some herbs and mushrooms. Not too bad. I don't think that it's the literal Ica of a might. The name has to be symbolic. Interesting. So, unless that's changed, what that does is, if you die, you'll come back to life. But you won't be able to heal at all for your second life. Which is actually really bad for Bjorn. Really bad for Bjorn. That's because this is his defense mechanism. So this is the demonic boot. Increase max health by 10. At the end of the turn, remove all burning from the hero. Okay. The Worm's Head. When taking damage, inflict bleeding. And the Fluted Axe. This is so good on Bjorn. Especially when you have certain pieces. But when dealing damage... Whoops. Additionally, inflict 1 bleeding. And we also gain Salt in the Wounds. Oh, it's ethereal now? Oh. They kind of nerfed that. Ethereal means if you don't play it, it goes away. This kind of sucks. I met a typical outcast who lives alone in the Rotten Bog and practices alchemy. I felt sorry for him, because I'm an outcast just like him. But unlike me, this man condemned himself to a hermitage completely voluntarily. I can't quite understand this. Let's talk. The old man gave me some potion, but he didn't say anything clear about the effect. Most likely, he didn't really know what it did either. A perfect madman, although good-natured, but nevertheless dangerous. He should be isolated from society, but he's done that himself. The weird potion. Never drink this if you have 1 life only. Good news, I have 2. Bad news, I don't want this run to end yet. A zombie in the armor of the Brotherhood of Fire is a very formidable opponent. It's not easy to kill zombies even without armor. His heavy armor made him very slow, so I could easily escape. If I wanted. I could even take him with me, but he loses his interest in me too quickly. Damn it. I used a whole complex of annoying measures to tick him off. After that, the zombie kept trudging behind me.
The Rotten Bog is located just between the northern gate and one of the monasteries of the Fire Brotherhood. Another coincidence. The brothers I met in the swamps were also on their way to the battle with the Inquilines, right?
Yes, they were going to the aid of the main force to deliver a surprise blow.
It's definitely the end of the Might Cult. They won't stop until they've wiped the Rotten Bog off the map.
But the northern gate will stand. The cultists have served Melenis well, as a meat shield.
And I'll serve you well as a meat sword. You've managed to get everyone involved in your game. Even Sigismund is beginning to look like a victim to me.
That's one way to put it. So Bjorn and the Fire Brotherhood actually go way back, and he doesn't like him. A death idol, ancient and moldy. That death trap was just the right place for it. Should you make an offering to such dangerous and conceivable forces? So this is incredible for Bjorn. We can sacrifice loads of blood, lose 7% of HP, but increase our max HP by 60. This used to be even stronger.
I found a death idol in the swamp. That thing is both attractive and terrifying.
It used to be plus 100 HP. Was it double originally and then plus 100 and now plus 60?
I might make an excellent death worshipper, don't you think?
I agree.
Not necessarily. It's not enough to go around killing everyone you meet to get into it.
Is it not? I'm joking. I didn't think it was that easy.
The desires and flows of that force are incomprehensible to the living. Death worshippers can spend centuries pondering and trying to understand what it actually wants.
However, that gives them centuries-long reprieves to let them try. Sounds pretty good.
I'm down to worship death. Now, of course... whoops. Dangerous wounded game. Blood Ablution. Huh. I kind of want to try that. Let's try it. I've never used this card before, so I'm down. It changed the name of the cards we're drawing. Because we took some damage here from offering our life to the death idol, I am going to go ahead and drink one of my potions. But we still have another one. We have this, which is concerning. The Might Queen. The locals revered the Might Queen, but they were very afraid of her because she ate everyone who dared look at her. I think this lady should not have been so shy about her appearance. She wasn't bad at all, but I didn't get to know her. The shy queen remained indifferent to my compliments. Bjorn is a man of culture. Oh! I didn't know I'd have him as a pet. That's hilarious. Stray Bjorn can actually get pets.
How many more are there?
On receiving fatal damage, restore 30 HP for every parasite. As long as she has allies on the battlefield, the Might Queen only takes half damage. When severely wounded, changes intention to injection.
You've acquired a taste for bugs.
Okay. You need to kill her friends. So what are you doing, Mr. Undead thing? When losing HP, there's a chance to add a status card to the draw pile. If no HP is lost, gain 1 strength. This guy can be really hard to kill. When receiving damage, steals strength from the attacker. Yeah, because he takes strength from you, and he just blocks damage with less than 5 attack. And by the way, other variants of Bjorn, their basic attack deals 4 damage. So he could be very difficult. Lose strength and current HP upon playing it. Cards in hand to reduce... No, I'm good. I'm fine. Is this a coward? Yeah.
Ocean of blood. And that's how he died.
Time to blossom, my lovelies. Am I ready for battle? I'll take a ward. Oh, fuck me. That was a mistake. Well, here we go. Come to think of it, I got slowdown, but I can't. Slowdown doesn't do anything to me. Well.
Reduced to dust.
Okay, there we go. Let's see, can I transform out, please? Look at my poor zombie. My deck has so many curses for Lycan. I should just do a curse run. Just convert. Just do a curse run. I'd love to do ready for battle. I would. Oh, is this the thing? Oh. From my my upgraded Maboober. I don't think I meant to transform there.
Ready or not, here I come. You can't hide.
Well.
They'd better not touch you.
They better not now. Interesting. So, the blood ablation, blood price is what it's actually called here in my hands. On the count of 0 kills the host. Well, that's annoying. Determines an occurred HP. Upon playing it, cards in hand cost 1 until they are played. Interesting. Huh. Bjorn really needs... So Bjorn, has always benefited from an event where he can fully upgrade his deck. And that just seems even more apparent than ever. I think even if I do this, it's not gonna... Why did it full heal her? Wait, hold on, what? It wasn't supposed to do that. My friend died. I'm in big danger, team.
Things have gotten bad.
Yeah, they have. Well, this is a good draw. Why are you like this? Hmm? I thought you were supposed to only heal for 30 per, Wow, okay. Her unit she had available. Well, should have just killed him. Does this mean it won't go off again? I'm learning right now. We're about to die, too, so there's that.
If it goes on like this, you won't get anywhere.
Let's find out, shall we? Oh, look. I can't just brute force it. Deal 1 damage per each HP restore with cards or items in this turn. I don't quite understand that. Gain 5 disarmed. At the start of the turn, gain 10 block and 6 bard. Well, this is interesting. Why would I ever use that? How do I restore HP? I mean, I guess I have regenerate, and it would scale off of, oh my god, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I have 8 curses in my deck. Ooh. Ooh. Reduce the cost of all cards by 1 when playing a talent. Inflict 5 bleed on everybody. When inflicting bleeding, inflict additional bleeding. Huh. The champion sword is so good. I kind of want to take it. Hey, look, there's an Elven Ale. At the start of the turn, puts a random card from the discard pile in hand. I'm going to take that. I'm going to take that. We're gonna need that. What am I upgrading, though? Suppose I can upgrade this. Let's upgrade this so I can show off Improved Instinctive. At least once. It's so good. The trip through the swamps turned out to be quite fun. It was certainly something. After all, there was something to look at. Local fauna, or rather bestiary, will bring an interest to anyone's heart. Yeah. So, previously, I went this way. What if I go this way? This time. I watched the Fire Brothers drive all the villagers to the town hall to burn every last one of them. No one paid any attention to me, and I calmly waited for the right moment to intervene. One of the locals turned into a monster in front of everyone and attacked the commander of the brothers. The right moment had come. Did it seem like this? Okay. So this event is incredibly good on at least Percival. I don't know about Vanadis, but unfortunately for Bjorn, this event does not lead to a full deck upgrade. Unfortunately. But it is a reliable source. Man. I'm going to transform. Am I gonna die? Of Dark Karma, if you were interested in such a thing.
And here are the big problems.
You're right. I couldn't even get to play this. I am gonna die. Maybe. Probably. Oh hey, here's Improved Instinctive. It's, instinctive, but better. Chonker. I know.
You know what to do with all this strength.
Do I? I think I don't. As always, when fighting the Fire Brotherhood, this guy will retaliate. Which is very rude. So you typically don't want to attack him when he has block, but of course I'm Madman Bjorn. I don't give a shit. I do what I want. Which includes filling my deck with Scourge of Lichens. I typically play incredibly reserved. And, like, don't even entertain the idea of having a curse in my deck.
Oh, but why?
But it seems much more difficult to do that now. I don't know if this is just me being silly. But it seems exceptionally difficult. I have Blight, Burning, Pierced. Things, a little complicated, huh? This might hurt. Improved Instinctive also allows me to just draw a card. which is pretty good. Normally, drawing a card adds a Curse of the Lake into your deck. Damage dealt to HP causes 6 bleeding. Now that is something I can get behind. Gain 1 spirit every time you change forms. I'm into this too. I like spiritual growth. I killed the rank and file brothers, and their commander killed the demon. Time for a 1v1. See, there's all the dark karma coming in. But again, I think my fate is sealed. But I want to find out if it is for sure. Again, I don't think this is a bad thing. But it does mean my save file is kind of dated. Dated's the word. I actually have a good hand for that. Wow, remarkable. I'm just gonna play this. Goodbye, strength. You'll be missed.
In his own blood.
One, two, three, four. 4 curses. Hit me. Fucking hell.
Our meeting is close.
Don't say that. You don't know that.
No one can stand against such power.
I agree. Especially when they just draw cards. I love Improved Instinctive. It's so difficult to get, but it's so good. You're gonna be a dick about this, aren't you? You sure are. Okay. Ow. Well, hey. I can kill him at least. It's got to count for something.
According to my calculations, you should have died by now.
Mortis, I'm on my way. Death is coming. Don't worry about it. I guess I should play one of these. Time to shapeshift. Let's get to work. 1, 2, 3, 4. Draw? Darn. Oh hey, I just negated the damage of that. That's pretty cute. I am about to die, no matter how cute it was. How do I empty my deck of all these stupid curses? I'm not sure. There is an event in the Crimson Steps that I could use, but of course we're a little bit beyond that now. So that's not on the table. I mean, I might as well transform. What's holding me back? Curses that my deck is full of? Just take all the blight. It's fine. Actually, ironically, it is fine. I was kind of joking, but it is fine. And I've got to be honest.
When did you manage to collect all that?
I'm really not sure why it's fine. or how it's fine. But somehow it's mostly fine. Well, that's a good card. Nope, I'm not picking up flaming stuff. The village I saved was poor. There was nothing to gain here. We can take all the valuables, we can stay for the night. I'll take the valuables. I'll pillage them. Trollfists. Gain 2 bomb. Gain 1 bomb upon playing 3 attacks in your turn. I'm gonna take it. This used to be part of a set, of course, but is no longer. But it does give me 2 knife tricks, which is so good. Knife tricks are the way. The Brotherhood of Fire is being defeated under the walls of the Northern Gate. I was passing by a doomed squad which is fighting off the pressing demons with the last of its strength, when one of the wounded soldiers... I can exchange an elixir for his bicorn, or I can help. I don't want to do either of these. See, that's why. A good alternative to robbery. The text is on top of each other. I don't think you cared about such little things. I don't. I didn't want to do this. Oh, no. Oh, shit. Upon playing an attack, it gains armor. At the end of the turn, changes to defend yourself. These guys are horrifying. Because, well, they're pretty spooky. But on top of that, if you don't obey their thingies, they scale out of control very quickly. So that's Screamer. Oh, fuck me. What Screamer does is it makes it so the target misses their next attack. If I can upgrade it, they'll miss 2 attacks. How? Oh my goodness. Yep. I am screwed. Well, 22 armor.
Here are the big problems.
Yeah, the big problems. My entire hand is a big problem. I somehow pulled that back from the brink. That was a defeat right there. Also, can't help but notice, but Icar is missing from this. There's a world where I kill this. I don't know if it's the world we live in. I think it is. Let's find out. Gonna smack that bitch. Turns out it was not. It was not the world we live in. I'm now about to take 66 to the face for my arrogance.
Sounds awful.
But hey. Now I can win. The inscribed bicorn of the Fire Brothers. You absolute dick. This is both a flaming and a defiled item. I did not want to do this. Lose 10 health. If Seared comes in hand, gain 1 strength and lose 5 health. The Fire Brotherhood set is a curious set. The attacker takes half of the block damage. I don't do block, though. That's the problem. Increase max damage by 20 at the start of the turn. Increase match health by 10 till the end of the battle for each bleeding enemy. Clone 3 random talent cards. That's a lot of cloning. If I clone this, does that mean I can get 2 of these? What happens if I clone this one? What's my chess piece again? I'm using that to scale my strength quite horribly. There's not a merchant back here. Great. The demonic gatekeeper was not so much guarding the palace entrance as profiting from those who wished to enter. He was ready to let anyone pass with 500 coins without asking the purpose of their visit. I'll pay. Evil. The wizard's tower's over here, which wouldn't be a bad one to hit. Let's go that way. Some crazy doctor pestered me with questions about bloodletting. I told him that I was well aware of the healing properties of bloodletting and that I constantly let blood from everyone myself. I didn't know what reaction to expect. My words inspired him. Let's get rid of curses. Yes, let the karma flow. Did you get rid of all of them? That'd be great. You're a miracle worker. This run might be saved yet. Okay. I did lose a lot of my health, but that's okay. Because Ingvar's court mage directly participated in Sigismund's unholy masses. The two of them communicated with the Inquilines together and traded their lost souls. I saw it with my own eyes, so I wasn't surprised to meet the court mage in his current form. In exchange for all of my gold, he promised to create a spell that would crush Sigismund. Either he was bluffing, or poor Sigismund actually had no allies. The madman was left all alone. We started by choosing the target for the spell. Why are you helping me? You're supposed to be friends with Sigismund. How come you're going to help me crush him? You won't forget your old friend who helped you when you take the throne, now will you? It would be better for you if I forgot. Oh, let bygones be bygones. By the way, if you bring me the eye of the golden buffalo, I'll make you not just one, but 2 spells that can make crushing Sigismund even more crushing. And I will charge you a single coin for that. What do you think? What if Sigismund beats me? Then we never met. Okay. What do we want this to do? What synergizes with my deck? Killing. Killing synergizes with everything. But defense would be good. So we'll go on me. Healing. Bomb. Lose HP. Gain health, 12 health, and inflict 3 bomb on the hero. Upon playing, lose 5 HP. Fair enough. Alright. Let's train. I probably want to upgrade this. Man, it's a burn card, though. My deck is so unupgraded, it's actually sick. We'll go with Spiritual Growth. Alright. It's time for Sigismund. I wish I could get rid of this hat. I wish I could. Is it worth equipping, actually? I think it could be. I don't know. No. Keep that hat. Alright. This'll do, I suppose. Let's go say hello to Sigismund, shall we? During the first moments after seeing me, Sigismund was stunned. But he quickly pulled himself together, and the nasty grin returned to his foul face. In those seconds, I was already imagining how I'd kill the bastard, rip open his belly, tear out his inside, and stuff his lying mouth with his own rotten guts. Giblets. This is different than usual. Oh, it is what it is. Alrighty.
Your story is coming to an end.
It is. It certainly is, Mortis. Now you may be familiar with Sigismund's. If you are, you have my apologies. If you're not, everyone say hello. Sigismund always starts the same way. Every fight. I'm debating on transforming. I'm not going to. I just cleared the curses from my deck. Let's not get ahead of ourselves, shall we? Cool. I can transform, do some damage, and get out of it. Controlled. Calm, collected. But anyway, he has his little friend here who's doing stuff. He's casting curses on me. The usual. Blood price is actually convenient there, for once. That was quite surprising. Double turn! If I had realized I had a double turn, I would have transformed. I'm still going to because I have Cold Mind effect on, meaning I won't generate Scourge of the Lycan. It sure would be great if I could have multiple of those. But hey. The world does not always go according to plan. Well, it's going well now. Like that was a clean play right there. I have 27 ball. That's quite a lot of ball. Now see, this is a hand that's starting to look like Bjorn from yesteryear. And I can respect it. I'm debating on transforming. I don't particularly wish to transform. Or do I? If I could get Cold Minds on this draw, beautiful. I'm in. We're in. This has been a weird run. It's felt like it was a run that shouldn't work. And yet, here we are. I have one more turn of Cold Mine, so screw you. Excuse me, I thought I had Cold Mine. Ah, damn it. Miscalc. Well, anyway. Oh, it's this Sigismund's. We're fighting the Muddle guy. Okay. He's not really attacking me, which is kind of becoming a problem. Kind of. He's not taking a lot of damage either. Which is kind of annoying. Probably should have burnt a random set discard in the deck. I'll do that next time. There we go, start hitting me. Yes, vengeance. Good. Give me vengeance. There's no way I draw my one Scourge, right? Like, that wouldn't happen. There's no way. There we go. I just need more Cold Mines, honestly. Just have a deck full of Gold Mines. I'll gain Spirit, sure. We'll shape it down here. It's quite odd, but my damage is not really coming from, well, A little bit's coming from the lichen form. I am oddly tanky. And I don't know how to feel about that. I mean, I feel good, but also kind of sus. It's hard to explain. Let's just start burning this. Get rid of him. Get him out of the deck.
Where did this one come from?
I don't know. This is a funny one, though. This card, or this little thing here, the Vessel of Deception, it will absorb any cards you don't play. So, for example, if I just don't play these cards, yoink, it took them. Wow, great. While taking damage to health may change ritual. An illusion. What are you hiding? I'm pretty sure I can just kill the main body, though. Like, what was the point of this? I'm sure we'll be fine. I can transform. Totally. There'll be no consequence to this whatsoever. You'll see. Told you. In fact, I can use this thing to help me thin the deck. It's not that big of a deal on Bjorn, because Bjorn can play every card in his hand. He doesn't give a shit. You think he gives a shit? He doesn't give a shit. I don't give a shit. All according to Keikaku. I have a bunch of scarring as well that I'm not using. Okay. Fair enough. I mean, you can do what you want, bro. You are hurting me, but I'm about to heal for 64.
Death cannot be
So,
avoided. You would know.
do what you want. I don't care. Smack. Smack. Easy game, easy life. That's 28 numbers. I'm pretty sure I don't have to kill this one. Fairly certain, in fact. You do have a lot of ward, though. That is worth noting. I respect your ward. Oh, you took my spirit strength. That's quite rude. 69 balm. Nice. GG, Sigismund. GG.
So, that's how it all ended. Although I'd gladly bring an end to him a couple more times.
It's possible that you'll have that opportunity.
It's good that you came here yourself. As you can see, Sigismund has already paid his dues. Now, it's your turn. Mortis, I hope you're prepared to keep your word. Or have you chosen death?
The real question is whether you are prepared. Now that Sigismund is dead and I can see the future in which he doesn't exist, we're going to see the consequences of your actions. Look.
This is what I'm curious about.
The elves won't hold the frontier. It'll be seized before we can intervene. We'll have to use force to put an end to the arrogance of the overreaching dwarves.
Oh, we got Dark Karma here.
The cultists of the Rotten Bog can now join forces with the Inquilines and destroy the Brotherhood of Fire. Its disaster very difficult to prevent.
We did it. Okay, good. I'm so glad it didn't work the way that I thought it did. We triggered Dark Karma, even though my fate has already been decided. We'll see what this means.
The Fire Brotherhood is severely impaired, and it won't be hard to come to an agreement with them. The problem is that they will be of little use, and you will need their help in the very near future.
Alright, full Dark Karma. Let's see if it triggers the hidden boss.
What have you done? We won't be able to rid the Northern Gate of the demons, and you'll never get free from your curse.
I don't need that anymore. Here is the throne that will give me everything I want.
I have a better suggestion. To keep my word, I'll send you to the beginning of the road and give you the opportunity to fix everything.
A sea of blood will quench my thirst for revenge. Soon everyone will know the fury of the new ruler of the Northern Gate, and you will be the first among them.
Nice. It worked. Okay, I'm so relieved. You're standing on the brink of a precipice, but I won't let you fall. It can all be started over from the beginning. Ah, Mortis. Finally revealing your colors, are you? Now, I have triggered this fight before, but I've never cleared it. So, here we go. Oh my god. Starting off strong, huh? Restore HP equal to damage taken. Your efforts are futile. Give up. Foul play. How dare you? I was hoping for like a buff or something. Oh my. I don't have purification. That sucks. Yep. I'm looking for buffs here, by the way. Much like with the Milenis fight, I have a feeling that I'm not going to be able to do much for a second. That's a lot of damage. There it is. Mommy! Help me. Okay, so I don't know exactly how this works, but this is similar to the Percival version of this, where I suppose I can hit you with this one. Milenis will show up and reveal to me a card that I can play. He's about to hit me really hard. Do I use this already? I guess I will. I see, okay. And that card that I play... Wow, this is going to be tough. When I play that card, he will be vulnerable. This buff will go away. And I have to kill him using that, basically. It's very difficult, though. Holy shit. I actually don't think I'm going to do it at all. Man, that's going to hurt. Mother, help me. Help me. Anakin! I'm too weak. I can heal quite a lot, but this exposure is causing huge problems. Holy shit. Damn, Mortis, you're scary. I do not have the thickness to stop you either. Okay. I should get a second turn. There we go. Unfortunately, I do like the music. The music is encouraging me, even though I think that is a GG. I'm going to be exactly lethal. Wow, okay, that was a good one to clone. I tried. Damn, Mortis, you're scary. Alright, well. Some of my hopes have not been fulfilled. Your plans have been ruined. Milenis, you can't do anything without Sigismund, but I have not achieved my goals either, because the throne of the Northern Gate is empty. Should I give Percival a chance to redeem himself? Or come to an arrangement with Bjorn? Or play in the open with Vanadis? Great question. Well, best boy Bjorn ended in defeat. That was horrifying. But I'm glad this doesn't mean what I thought it did. Where the fate is impossible to change. Or, you know, the fate's impossible to change, but I got to see the other end fight without making a new save file. So that makes me happy. Good science conducted. Ending is there. Good. Man, that was terrifying. How do I even stop that? I'm just trying to think of how the hell you beat that. I have never beaten that fight. But the last time I did it, it was bugged. And he couldn't kill me, and I couldn't kill him. So this is the first time I've actually seen that fight functional. But man, I have no idea what to do there. Yeah, that'll be scary. But anyway, that was Bjorn in his current state. He is much weaker, I think, than he was previously. But there are still glimpses of his old glory days that can get out of hand. As we saw sometimes, briefly near the end. But thank you all for watching. I hope you enjoyed this little mini-series. If you want to see more Knock on the Coffin lid, feel free to let me know. There are a few ideas I have for more videos, but I'm mostly just excited for full release. And I think if we wanted to see how story mode really functions now, I would need to make a new save file. But, you know, things to consider, things to think about. Thank you to the patrons and the channel members who support the channel. I greatly appreciate you. If you'd like to stay up to how much you know, feel free to join the description down below. And I will see you next time. Bye.